All right, let's start. Now there is what we call public speaking, and there's what we call speaking in public or just talking. For instance, if I ask someone, please, how can I go from Wuse to Kubwa? And the person just said, just take the next bus and then you are in Kubwa. That could be termed as talking. But when you are communicating, there is what we call rhetoric. It has to be involved. The very act of communication itself, the orderly arrangement of your thought pattern from start to finish to communicate that idea becomes of essence. So you have to understand the difference and then be able to use them very effectively. What we are going to do today is not just communication. We're going to beam our searchlight, focus it on public speaking itself. And by way of introduction, Gerald Ford says nothing in life is more important than the ability to communicate effectively. Communication is one central skill that if you have it and you know how to use it effectively, you become endeared to people's hearts. People love you. People want to be close to you. People want to make you their friends. They want to always relate with you. And when you lack that skill, people run away from you. So communication skill is the very foundation skill everybody needs to develop to help them grow in every other aspect of their lives. Okay, so public speaking essentially is anytime you talk to anyone. This is one of the simplest definition of public speaking I've ever heard. Anytime you talk to anyone and someone else is present to listen to you, either intentionally or not, you are speaking in public. Anytime you are communicating either with your friend, maybe in the garden, maybe in the school, in the office, and someone else is just by the side and could listen to you, just know that you are communicating in public. So that's public speaking. Generally, it is passing an idea to someone else and another person is hearing you. And because of the word public, it means it's something that is not a secret, something that is not peculiar to you alone, something you would like any other person to listen to. And that's why public speaking is different from your own private talk or private aspirations. Sorry. Okay. Another good definition of public speaking is anytime that someone is saying something to another person through any medium with the objective of achieving a particular effect, public speaking is also taking place. So apart from the casual one that we could do between our friends, anywhere we find ourselves, there is also an organized form of public speaking. And that is when a person, a particular individual, is saying something to one person or more people through a particular medium with a specific objective in mind. We could also say that public speaking is taking place. So anytime you have an opportunity to express your thoughts to someone else close by or far away, like we're doing now through Zoom, this is also a form of public speaking. And the medium we're using in this case is Zoom. And the effect that we want to see is exactly what we have all identified: be a better version ourselves, communicate better, and overcome stage fright, and make a good presentation. So these are the effects that we're going to get from this very little public speaking exercise that we're embarking on. Now, the benefits are enormous. The benefits of public speaking are simply outrageously enormous. One is it makes you confident of yourself. It removes timidity, removes fear from you, makes you very bold and confident with yourself. It helps you face anybody, whether one person or a crowd, and express your mind in the most effective way without shouting, because there's a difference between speaking out and then shouting. You are coordinated, you are bold, and you express yourself in the most matured way. So public speaking helps you improve self-confidence. Another thing public speaking will help you do at the end of this training also is to help you research your thoughts in a decisive way, not just to browse through the internet. Every time you want to speak and you want to speak about any subject matter at all, the skill of public speaking will help you to make your research faster and better. You will know exactly what you're looking for and how to get it. Another advantage of public speaking is that it helps you develop deductive and inductive reasoning skills. Deductive means starting from the whole to the minute part of that idea, while inductive is the exact opposite, starting from the small to the whole. So when you develop expertise in public speaking, you are able to reason with yourself, with people, with your facts, starting either from the whole to the little or from the little to the whole. And you arrange your thoughts sequentially from start to finish to convince the other person about what you think, your point of view anyway. So that's another benefit of public speaking. The fourth advantage of public speaking is you develop marketing skills. There is something they call 1 minute pitch for anyone. And I believe that at the end of this training, everyone should have his or her own 1 minute pitch. How would you describe yourself? How do you describe what you do within just 1 minute? For instance, if someone is an engineer and is working in a construction company like Julius Berger, and you ask him, what do you do? The person might likely tell you, I'm an engineer, I work with Julius Berger. That's a very poor way of marketing yourself. A better way to market yourself if you're an engineer working with Julius Berger is, I help people build comfortable apartments to make their life better. In that way, the person you are talking to will become much more interested in knowing more about you than just telling the person, I'm an engineer. So it helps you develop improved marketing skills. And you can also apply that same skills to your product or service. I mean, if you are selling any service, public speaking skills help you to arrange your thoughts about your product or service in such a way that anybody you approach, anybody you talk to about what you sell will be willing to patronize you. And then finally, public speaking skills help you build better social and professional connections. It makes you relate with people better and make you draw people closer to yourself. So the benefit of public speaking are much more than these 5, but we'll just limit ourselves to these 5 because of our time. Any question? Please, if you have a question, just stop me and let me hear you, because we have to move as fast as we can to cover the grounds that we have set for ourselves. Now, there are 4 major purposes for speaking in public. One is to inform,